Let us go to Keith in Los Angeles, the great KBC, a Democrat. Go.
Yeah, Mark, I have a question for you.
Yes, how may I help you, sir?
What's the difference between the Democrat and the Republican? They all got the same views for their own party.
Say what?
I'm saying, what's the difference between a Democrat and a Republican?
I don't know. What's the difference between a conservative and a statist? That's more relevant. Do you know, sir?
Well, I think a Democrat is pretty much in the view of a liberal that is looking out for the liberal view, and a Republican is a conservative that is looking out for the rich.
Sir, that's absolute genius. Where did you come up with that?
I was thinking about that. I listen to you every day. I'm a Democrat.
Well, sir, let me tell you something, sir. I've never heard it put that way. If I had free government cheese to offer you, sir, not being with the government, you would be the winner.
Well, the reason I say that because I listen to you every day.
Yes. Well, listen, let me tell you, you've learned a lot listening to me. So the Republicans are for the rich, and the Democrats are for the Democrats, right? Is that pretty much what you said?
Yes.
By the way, the richest man in the world, wouldn't that be Gates?
No, the richest man in the world would be the kid from Facebook.
No, that would be Gates. Bill Gates is the richest man. Okay, the kid from Facebook. They're both Democrats. What's with that?
Yeah.
Warren Buffett is a Democrat. What's with that, sir? Oh, my gosh, your whole theory's blown to pieces. All right, get out of here. Let's keep going. Francisco, the great KSFO Democrat, have you finally figured out now that when I call your name, you're on the radio?
I admire the fact you got to me so quickly. Sorry I wasn't ready.
All right, go right ahead.
Anyway, the reason I called is, thank God this is happening. And
what is happening?
This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of what's going to happen. I mark my words, in a year or two, 50% of Americans will stop paying their income tax. And they'll challenge the government to jail them all.
All right, let's slow you down. Let's see if we can bring some focus to this. What is it that the protesters are doing that you support?
Well, they're taking on the inequities of our system.
They're taking on the inequities of our system. No, they're not. They're rabble-rousers. They're not taking on anything. They're just there yelling at the top of their lungs, yelling about Jews, yelling about food, yelling about the corporations. They're not even discerning which corporations. I mean, does every corporation suck, David? Is that it?
No.
Every government program is good? Every corporation sucks? Is that where you're coming from?
I'm saying corporations are way too powerful and people
Which
are
ones?
way too powerless.
There are thousands and thousands and thousands of corporations, some small, some large, some international. How can they all be so powerful against us? I don't even know what you're talking about. Do you know what you're talking about?
I do know what I'm talking about. For
Really?
the demonstrators to really...
Do you wear pants? Do you wear pants?
Yes, I wear pants.
Do you make your pants or do you purchase? Do you wear pants or do you purchase pants?
I have more balls than anybody you've ever met.
Hey, pal. Try and keep it above board. I'm going to reach through this phone and hang up on you, okay? Try to have a conversation, punk. You're not in some street running around where the cops have to behave themselves. I'll cut you off right at your knees. Now let's try it one more time. Your pants, do you make them or do you purchase them?
I get them at thrift stores for about $3.
Well, where do they come from originally, pal?
From some other person who used to wear them.
Oh, some business that made them, right?
That's right.
Right. What do you eat? You have a garden in your back, or do you purchase it from someone?
Every day. I eat restaurant food.
You eat more corporations. Oh, I see. So you get clothes from corporations. You eat food thanks to corporations. And I'm supposed to hate all corporations because you, some schmuck, and a handful of other schmucks, you're on your little tirade. Hey, let's go get the corporations. Guess who works for corporations?
Say one thing, Mark.
Get out of here. I can't take it. I just... Let the other host spend 20 minutes with people like this. I can't take it, folks. I just can't. I mean, if you want to... I cannot... We live in the greatest nation on the face of the earth. We're not even talking about specific corporations that have violated the law. We're not even talking about specific corporations that haven't paid taxes like GE. We're talking about all corporations, all of them, meaning all businesses suck. I mean, is that illogical? I mean, unless you dig a well in your backyard and bring up your own water, you grow your own vegetables and food in the back, raise your own livestock, make your own clothing, grow your own cotton, shear your own sheep, crap in the same river that you drink out of. The American people, through business entities, create what makes this society, function from an economic point of view. All kinds of businesses, all sizes of businesses, all kinds of people who work for all kinds of businesses. To go marching around and say, corporations suck. And I just read you their 13 points from their website. It is a Marxist agenda. And I'm talking to the guy about pants, and he wants to have a grotesque argument about his genitalia. I'm not putting up with that stuff. Let him call somebody else. Let him call one of the new future talk show hosts who want to really, really psychologically understand. Not too far right, not too far left, just right. Who want to have a conversation with Dave about what Dave really thinks, because Dave is so important. I guarantee you Dave is a parasite of humanity. What pisses me, I was asked the other day, when did you know you were conservative? What did it? I said, because when I was a kid, I didn't like authority. Don't get me wrong. I was well behaved. I did what my dad and mom asked me to do. That's not the point. I didn't like people telling me to do things that did not make sense to me. And now I don't like people telling me to do things that are none of their damn business, and they don't have a right to take something from me. And there's Dave. Dave would be a perfect guard at a gulag.
First question is, anybody out there who actually thinks it's not a good idea to make sure that if you're selling a gun, you're not selling it to a convicted criminal or terrorist? And the second question
hold on, don't hit and run. How would that are you aware of a gun shop that does that? You can't even do that with online sales. Online sales have to go through the federal process, too. You're aware of this?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with
that. Well, let me ask you that. Let's do it this way. Do you own a weapon?
Do I own a weapon? I do not. Well, I don't own a gun.
Yeah. So you never went through one of these background checks, did you?
I have not.
Do you know their background checks?
Yeah, if you go to a gun show, if I go online and buy it from...
Yes, if I go to a gun show, there's a background check. Yes, if you buy online, you have to go through a background check, too. I don't know why the president keeps lying about this.
If I go to a neighbor, I have to go through... if I find someone who's selling a gun...
Okay, you're going to... No, that's right. If you go to a neighbor, like the guy next door, and he has a gun in his collection, and he wants to give it to you or sell you, at least prior to today, you didn't have to. Why, is your neighbor a criminal?
No, but he doesn't know...
Are you a criminal?
Well, I'm not worried about him selling it.
Tell me, where are the statistics that show all these crimes being committed as a result of that kind of a transaction?
Mark, what is your concern?
Why don't you listen, you leftists? Why are you so willing to surrender everybody's liberty? Why do you reject hundreds and thousands of years of experience? Pay attention. I'm trying to get you to break out of this mode where you accept police state tactics. Pay attention. We don't have a lot of crime as a result of a neighbor giving a neighbor or a neighbor selling a neighbor a weapon legally. We do not. The so-called gun show loophole is not the result of mass murders or most murder in this country. Do you even understand what I'm telling you?
I'm asking you a simple question.
But I'm giving you a simple answer, and you don't really want an answer. You do not want an answer.
You're afraid of a common sense question.
I'm not afraid at all. You're a doofus. You're an idiot. You're a drone. You're a liberal. It's not a question of being afraid. I'm tired of dealing with fools who don't understand what's happening to this country. You don't own a weapon. You've never gone through a background check. You never plan to, but you know what everybody else is supposed to do, right?
Rather than asking...
Why are you so afraid? Why are you afraid of Pay attention. I'm educating you. Why are you so afraid of liberty? Why are you so afraid of the Bill of Rights? Why are you so afraid of the Constitution? Why are you so willing to embrace a president who usurps the Constitution? Can you answer those questions, or are you afraid?
You insult, you scream.
All right, get off the air, you buffoon. That's what we're up against. Well, why don't you treat him nicely? Treat him nicely? He's a tyrant. Intellectually, he's a tyrant. I've given up on fools, ladies and gentlemen. This is why this is the smartest audience in the world, really. Guy calls. He's got his agenda. He doesn't want to listen. I tell you, I smell him 1,000 miles away, unfortunately. He doesn't even know about background checks. He doesn't know who has to have background checks. He doesn't have any evidence whatsoever to support his position, like Barack Obama. None. Meanwhile, open borders, sanctuary cities, perfectly fine. Liberal judges letting people out of prison, perfectly fine. Sentencing reform, where actual felons who've used weapons, oh, that's pretty good. And on and on and on with the left-wing agenda. Yes, we got to control these police departments. Yes, we got to demilitarize them. Oh, yes, it's wonderful. Liberals are getting us killed. Liberals are getting us maimed. And not just in this country, but people all over the world. Let me put it simply to you liberals. The Bill of Rights isn't up for debate. It's not up for negotiation. You, liberals who believe in a police state, as long as you run it, you don't have any rights whatsoever to deny us our Bill of Rights. None. Beyond that, there's really no point in debating you. My goal is to crush you, to cream you. My goal is to advance the cause of republicanism, small r republicanism, and restore this republic. And you people are in the way. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
I get turned off very fast by these snot-nosed liberals. I really do. Hey, Mark, I just have 2 questions to ask you. They all think they're Gore Vidal. Yes, what would that be? Like, we don't know what questions they're going to ask me. Do you think guns should be sold to criminals and terrorists? So right off, the guy is a creep. He is a put-down artist, and he's in no position to do either. Oh, yes, we should sell guns to terrorists and criminals. The way Obama and his administration did with Fast and Furious. Remember that? Why are you so rude? I don't have to put up with that crap, ladies and gentlemen. I don't put up with it in my own home. I don't put it in my place of work, and you don't want to hear it either. These people they're nuts. They're kooks. And the world has seen their likes before with the rise of tyranny in other societies. They think they're smarter than you. They think they're smarter. They think they're more clever. They're not. They're a joke. Now, we think that the Bill of Rights isn't up for negotiation. Not under this president or any other president. We are intellectually honest. We're serious about our principles. We understand liberty. We understand American history. We understand that this isn't about Barack Obama or Democrats or Republicans. This is about us. And I don't need some jackass at Starbucks telling me what to think. I don't like Starbucks. No offense.